Girls, in our last lesson, we learned that in sentences, when we are talking about things that have already happened, we always say, I was, when we are talking about ourselves, and we are just talking about one person, I was. We also learned that we can say he was when we are talking about a male, a boy or a man. We say he was, and this is just one person we are talking about. So children, we always say I was and he was. Today we will learn that we can always say she was. We always say she was. Of course, we are talking about one person, one girl, or one lady or woman. And of course, we are talking about something that this person has done already. It has happened already. So children, we always say she was. Let us now look at some sentences using she was. She was thin. She was thin. So we are talking about this lady here. It's just one person, and we are talking about something that would have been some time ago. Maybe she's not thin anymore. She was thin back then, maybe last year. She was thin. She was under a tree. She was under a tree. So here we see the little girl reading a book under a tree. But this is not happening right now. It had happened some time ago, maybe this morning or yesterday or even last week. She was under a tree. And as you can see, it's just one girl we are talking about. She was hopping. She was hopping. So the girl was hopping some time ago, maybe last year, maybe last month. She's not hopping now. She had hopped before. So she was hopping. Now in place of she was, we can also say her name. Mary was hopping. Mary was hopping. We can also say the girl. The girl was hopping. Next sentence. She was by the church. She was by the church. Is the lady in church now? No, she's not. It seems as though she was in church and church is now over, so she left. She was by the church. She was eating. She was eating. When was she eating? Probably lunchtime. She's not eating right now. She was eating before. And in place of she was, we can say the girl was eating. We can also say her name. Betty was eating. And again, children, we are talking about just one person. Boys and girls, let us look at this sentence. Let us read. She was at the zoo. She was at the zoo. When was she at the zoo? Is it right now? No. She was at the zoo some time ago, maybe yesterday or last week. We can also say her name. Tommy was at the zoo. Tommy was at the zoo. Or we can say the girl was at the zoo. The girl was at the zoo. How many girls are we talking about? Just one girl. Here is another sentence. She was a teacher. She was a teacher. Is she a teacher right now? No, maybe it was a job that she did before. She was a teacher a long time ago, maybe. We use the word was to talk about something that had already happened. One last sentence now, children. She was fishing. She was fishing. We can also say Betty was fishing or the girl was fishing. We are just talking about this girl alone, no one else. And we are talking about something that had already happened. She's not fishing right now. Maybe she was fishing last month. We always say she was. Excellent work, boys and girls.